Tonight's evidence drop. That's a freebie. I don't know who authorized this to be put out, but thank you very much. So, as I have maintained from the beginning, they refuse to give us our records and documents that we are lawfully, by state and federal law, to have. They have possession of all complete documentation related to this matter raised recently on social media, including several full recordings, not excerpts, and correspondence, all of which was provided and reviewed by legal counsel and law enforcement for several months. So now we got to ask the question again. Under federal law, you're supposed to supply that to the parents. Where is my records? Where is the proof that you even documented this? That's where we're going to get into this part. In this part, they say that they follow all protocols and procedures for any kind of reported concerning student safety, and they take it very seriously. They say that they immediately notified Child Protective Services and the West Virginia State Police and cooperated with all the agencies throughout the review of each matter. The district also follows the required process under federal and state law, including Title IX procedures. That means that you have to give us the report, which you haven't done. And also, they called everything I'm saying erroneous. Go ahead and do a drum roll in your head, because we are about to drop exact evidence proving everything right now. Timeline: September 6th, son assaulted in bathroom. September 10, contact Donna Heston and the school and the resource officer. September 11th, interview with the resource officer, principal, Miss Paleo, and my son and my wife. No Title IX investigation was started. No CPS contact. How do we know that? Here's the phone call log from my wife's phone. Linked also underneath of it, we have put in where you can 100% notify and see that this is CPS. This is 7 days after we reported this to the school. 20-minute phone call. No one was made aware. They had no idea what we were talking about. 20-minute phone call. Don't worry, we're trying to get those records as we speak, and transcripts and phone call logs from CPS themselves. So now we established that you did not contact CPS on the sexual assault. You also didn't contact the State Board of Education and start a Title IX investigation in September either. How do we know that? We were never called for a Title IX interview. Ever. We were never contacted by CPS for the September incident. Ever. We have no recording evidence from the September event because they won't release it to us. We also then called the sexual harassment. Now that's May 2025. We called June 2025. They said we called July 2025. Sorry, you got your days mixed up there, Board of Education. Let's jump into good old recently retired Rocky DeLorenzo's emails between my wife and him. Just so we're aware, I'm not going to put this out publicly because I want them to deny it, so I have something really good in court. But here it is. This is my wife's email. As you can see, the Title IX complaint completed. We filed it. 100%. We filed it. Under direct email of Rocky DeLorenzo, the State Board of Education was never made aware of any sexual assaults or Title IX investigations until we contacted them and we were told that they didn't do it. Now you have to do it. They were supposed to do this. Here it is right here. As you can see, that's Rocky DeLorenzo. There's his email. This is his reply to the Title IX complaint that we filed. I retired on Monday. I will make sure to get this to my replacement when they are named August 7th. Now, Marion Board of Education, whoever authorized the release of that statement, you should redact it immediately. Because after we filed it, and then now you can put the timeline together and realize they are lying. So here is a rebuttal, Title IX interview date. She did not see the emails we had been sending. Blah, blah, blah. Do you see how many months went by? We filed this in June. We didn't get a interview date till September of 2025. Further proof from Rocky DeLorenzo that we called and actually reported this in May and then had to call back in June. I will be out of the office until May 28th. I have limited access to my email. I will respond as soon as possible. That was 6 days after the field trip, just so everyone is aware, where my son was sexually harassed by the same student, with the chaperone being the teacher he reported the sexual assault to on the bus and sitting that student next to my son. It's a great night, so let's continue going. Here you go, right here, August 19th. Right, so she was named, Miss Trisha Maxwell was named the successor. Good afternoon, I am in receipt of a Title IX complaint filed on 7/23/2025. You are named as the complainant and or guardian of the complainant. Sorry, Marion County Board of Education, I thought you followed all protocols and procedures. Your own State Board of Education is proving you to be liars. And here's a good old... So Trisha Maxwell has established that she's in receipt of the Title IX, but here's Kristen Duvall, who works directly under Donna Heston. And this email is to formally acknowledge the receipt of your Title IX complaint submitted 7/23/2025. The grievance process has been initiated. I'm sorry, Marion County Board of Education. Do you want to rebuttal this? Irrefutable evidence? Or do you want to keep lying to the public? And how you can't protect their kids? Not saying all the board members are this, but this is 100% something that was handled personally by Donna Heston. As always, remember, no harassment, no harm, no threats. This is just the facts and evidence for you guys to formulate your own opinion on what's actually happening and how far, including tonight's documents that I just released with their statement, they're willing to go to cover this up and hide it